And our settlement provides opportunity for buyers agents to really stand out as the professionals that these buyers need. What I want to do today is I'm going to go through and I'm going to talk to you about 11 things that great buyers agents know before they ever show any property to those prospective clients. We hear a lot of people talking about the listings are the key to this business, and it is fundamentally true that you need to focus on listings. But let's be real, it takes two to tango. We need buyers to be able to buy those listings as well. So what I want to do today is I'm going to go through and I'm going to talk to you about 11 things that great buyers agents know before they ever show a single property with people that helps them set the stage for creating an experience that's going to generate more business. The first thing that I see that these top agents know is they understand the value of a buyer. Now listen, a lot of times what happens is when we're showing properties, let's be real, we've all thought about, well, if they buy this $300,000 house, it's going to generate this many dollars, that's going to be this much to my bank account, and we almost start playing this game in our head. But we're really selling ourselves short on what the value of that buyer is. The value of the right buyers and working with people in a way that generates referrals is exponentially higher. Because what happens is if you take care of a certain group or a certain type of buyer, they're going to generate additional buyers like themselves. Birds of a feather flock together is the old saying, but it's absolutely true. When you provide world-class service to a certain type of buyer, you can absolutely expect that you're going to get more buyers like that. The first thing they understand is that this buyer is not just a transaction. This is a relationship that can bear fruit for the rest of their career. The second thing that buyer's agent understand is they know if this buyer has been talking with other realtors or is working with another realtor. Let's be real. Every single person that's in real estate has had a time where they've shown property to people. They didn't ask them if they were working with another agent. And then right after they found them the perfect place and they knew they were going to get this, they said, oh, by the way, I have a cousin that's in real estate and they're going to handle this transaction for me. Or, hey, by the way, I just wanted to let you know that I actually have a family member that I'm working with in real estate. The buyers don't always understand the process. They don't know it. And by the time you realize it, it's too late. So from that standpoint, one of the things I see is asking the question. Now, as we head into mandatory buyer agency nationwide, hopefully this is going to give you the opportunity to develop that conversation in a way that the top agents are going to understand how many agents they've talked to, if they're going to have the opportunity to get exclusive rights with this buyer, and if it is a situation where it's going to be a two-way street, where you're going to be working hard for them, and ultimately they're going to be devoted to you as well. The third thing that great buyers agents understand before they even go on a showing is they know how much of a home that each of these buyers can afford. They've gotten them pre-qualified, pre-approved. They're not just out there hoping this way. Now listen, I've got to be honest, and I think if everybody's honest, we've been fooled before. We've had people that we just knew that we knew would have no problem getting financing, so we kind of skipped that step and we just went out and showed property. But here's the problem is if you're going to be an efficient buyer's agent that is going to represent someone in the best possible way, the worst thing you can do is not know what kind of price range they can afford and show them something that is higher priced. Because here's what happens is once they see whatever is higher priced, it's very difficult for them to come in and buy something at a lower price. Understand exactly what it is they're qualified for. Show them homes that are appropriate for their budget, and you're absolutely going to have more satisfied customers, and you're also going to have those buyers that can't help but shout your praises from the rooftop after the transaction and generate more referrals. Fourth thing that great buyers agents know before showing property to buyers is they know exactly what it is that the buyer wants and what they need before they ever show them a house. Here's the thing, if you ever gone out and shown property to someone and by the time you get done they say, yeah, none of these really fit. We really need a fourth bedroom, and you've been showing them 3 bedrooms the whole time. You see, here's the problem is unless you understand, and the more you understand about exactly what it is that those buyers want and especially what they need, it's not going to be easy for you to find them the perfect home. The more you know, the easier it is to find that place and to put them in the right place at the right time. Understand those buyers' needs. This is where the buyer consultation comes in before you ever go out and look at properties. This is where setting up a search that is going to automatically send them properties as they come on the market or as they get price reductions is going to be more detailed and be something that is going to be more value to them. Know before you go exactly what it is they want and need, and everything else will take care of itself. The next thing buyers agents know before they show is that they know exactly what the market trends are locally that are going to affect these buyers, and they ultimately have the ability to communicate those in a way to show them the opportunities they have. One of the biggest things we can do for the buyers is to give them the best understanding of what's happening in the market, how it will affect their opportunity to buy or the challenges they may face in buying. in a way that gets them in a position that once they see that right property, they can move confidently towards writing that offer because they understand what's going on in the market. Before they ever show, they're communicating, here's what we're seeing in the market. Here's the opportunities we have. With the price range you're looking in, here's the average number of days on market. Here's the average list to sale price that we're seeing and what we can expect as far as negotiations or the inability to negotiate in this price range, because we're going to have to act quickly because there aren't not many homes like this that come on the market. You see, when you can communicate those things beforehand and you set the stage and you set the expectations early, it begins to lead to a smoother transaction that leads to opportunity to build a long-term relationship with these buyers. The next thing they know is they understand specific neighborhood trends and what's happening in those neighborhoods. A lot of times if you have a buyer that's in a certain price range, you know it's going to be that they're going to probably buy in 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 of those communities in your local area. The great buyer's agents understand what's happening in each of these markets. Are there more houses for sale in one, which leads to more opportunity for negotiation? Are there more opportunities for someone to find a place that they can negotiate better on? Are there more opportunities in specific neighborhoods because there's maybe 5 houses for sale in that neighborhood now? Or are they going to be looking in a neighborhood where rarely places come on the market, and so if they see something they like, they're going to have to act very quickly? You see, understanding those local neighborhood trends and communicating those to buyers, again, gives them the ability to understand what to expect so that they can prepare themselves to act quickly or to act appropriately to take advantage of the opportunities that they see. Next thing that great buyer's agents know before they show is they know the history of the homes they're going to show. Now, this may not be the case on your first showing, but as you narrow down to exactly the house that these folks are looking for, what great agents do is they do the research on who is the builder. How old is the home? Have there been any renovations done? When were the last couple of sales on the house? And what were the trends they saw? What's going on with this specific house where they've done something that maybe added value in the last few years through a renovation or an addition of some type of amenity that helps this value of this home? You see, the great buyer's agents, what they do is before they even get there, they have the complete story so that they can communicate it in a way that gives the information these buyers need to make a decision very quickly. It gives them the ability to understand everything so that they can boldly make an offer that they feel confident with the information they have that this is the offer they want to make. You see, when you prepare yourself up front and you understand the history of each of these houses, not only do you show yourself as a professional, you provide the buyers with the things they need in a way that helps them make great decisions for themselves. The next thing great buyer's agents know is they understand the value of other agents. Listen, our business can either be very difficult based on the interaction with other agents, or the transaction can move a lot smoother if we have great relationships with the agents on the other side. So what is it that you can do to help make their job easier so that it helps you ultimately get what you want for your buyers? And this is not just on the homes that you're going to make offers on. Make sure that you promptly go out and you give feedback on the homes that you show. The listing agents are going to respond very well to those agents that give them the data they need and the information they need to communicate it back to their sellers. It may not even be in this transaction where you see the benefits of this. It may be in the negotiations of another one. It may be that this person understands that you have a buyer that is very interested. You gave great feedback and they have a new listing that's coming on the next week and they give you a heads up before that. You see, when we have great relationships with the other agents and we are coming from a professional place, it gives us the ability to serve our clients at the highest level. The next thing that great buyer's agents know before they show is they know how to represent buyers at the highest level. Now, this could mean a number of different things. This could be that you've gone and you understand how to negotiate. You've actually gone out and you've studied how to negotiate for your buyers in a very professional way that helps them get what they want at the best price possible and with the best terms possible. The next thing that you can do is you can actually become an accredited buyer representative, ABR designation. This is actually now available for free based on the NAR settlement from the National Association of Realtors until the end of 2024. It's a course that you can take in an afternoon. It gives you a ton of information. It gives you a designation as an accredited buyer representative, and it gives you the ability to understand how to represent those buyers in the most professional manner possible. Make sure that you understand how to represent your buyers at the highest level, and I promise you're going to get more opportunities with additional buyers as well. The next thing that great buyers agents understand is the value of communication. Now, this is even before we go on that first appointment, showing the value before they even arrive. So what is it that you do to communicate with them and remind them of the time, and just say, sending a text that morning and saying, hey, just checking to make sure that it's still good for you to come by my office at 10 a.m. for us to see homes today. Or maybe it's a couple days before. Hey, I wanted to send over to you a video that I put together on what to expect through this process as a buyer. Whatever it is, the value of communication sets the tone for the relationship. Also, a follow-up after you have showings, telling them about the properties they had interest in, getting additional information to them promptly, giving them the communication they need in a way that they want to receive it, whether that be through text, whether that be through phone calls, or whether that be through email, asking them which one they prefer. You see, when you communicate at a high level, you build relationship in a way that it builds trust. Now, all of a sudden, these buyers are seeing you as a professional, not just as someone that's going to show them a few houses and draw up a contract for them and never have a relationship afterwards. As a great communicator, you will absolutely get more opportunities to have additional relationships in your business. We started with that great agents understand the value of a buyer, but let me take this to another level, and I'm going to just bookend this. And the last point is this: they understand the lifetime value of that relationship. It's not just the buyer, it's not just that transaction, it's that relationship. It's having someone that is a raving fan. It's having someone that will send you additional business and do repeat business with you. This is the part of the business where we see exponential growth for agents. So don't just view it, as we started with, talking about one buyer, one transaction. View this as a lifetime opportunity to plant the seeds for a tree that's actually going to bear fruit for the rest of your career. You see, when you understand these things and you understand that the great buyer's representatives are those people that are great communicators, they understand the value, they provide value, then everything in your business is going to move towards more transactions and more referrals. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.